So let's talk about Real Housewives of London, episodes 7 and 8. So we leave off. First of all, I think it was the last episode. Yeah, episode 6. I forgot to talk about Karen's husband and her because Panthea is always asking, "Where's your husband?" And he doesn't love you, and you're dreadful to be around. That's why he's never around when he actually has a job. Um, and so they had that scene, and it was nothing but love. They were joking with each other. They were having fun. They were eating. They were talking about their families. And Panthea, I just love that Karen brought. That was the perfect scene to shut Panthea down, because she don't. Panthea is so weird, especially in episode 8. I find her so, excuse me, so weird. And I'm just like, why are you acting this way? Like, is this really an act, or is this like a, is this really who you are, or is this an act that you're trying to portray as like some character on TV? So, Juliet, the Australian, and Amanda, oh, there's still, wait, here we go. Where are we at? And Amanda, they're still sitting down, and where Julia's talking about you're horrible and you need to apologize, and Amanda wasn't having it. So Juliet ends up saying, "Well, I'm gonna take my friend's side," and well, I think she said that in her confessional. She's like, "I'm gonna take my friend's side in this matter." She is just so boring. She like brings nothing interesting to this show. And I still think I'm trying to figure out, I still don't know why I feel this way. I don't know if it's just because maybe she's only American, maybe she is just annoying, or maybe she just came in late and she's trying to start something and it's not coming off authentic. Like sometimes, you can tell when like beefs come off a little authentic, or you'll say something and then that person will start something, and so now it explodes. She's just coming in hot, and it's just like, who are you and where are you coming from? But anyways, um, but yeah, Juliet says she's gonna pick Juliet's side, but I wrote, but what about Juliet? Oh, what about what Juliet said to Amanda? Because they're always talking about what Amanda says, and it's not that Amanda didn't even start anything. Juliet starts everything, and Juliet isn't taking is taking Juliet's side, but she's taking it not in consideration of the whole picture. The whole picture is Amanda isn't starting anything. So we end up finding out that Karen, Karen's sister. I wasn't laughing at that. Sorry, Karen's sister passed away, and Karen's sister, her sister passed away, and it's so unfortunate. You can definitely tell, like this was such a shocking moment, and like crazy, and really feel. I felt really bad for Karen because she was like, I think that's her only sister. I'm not sure, but she made it seem like that was her only sister, and like I think as you get older, you can start to like put your have what is it, sympathy, empathy, whatever, for people. And I definitely felt that for Karen, because Karen is such a lovely person on this show. She's so funny, she's so witty, and she is so on the right side of history with this show. And to have her sister pass away suddenly is so sad. And yeah, yeah, really sad. Juliet. So Juliet invites everybody to Scotland. So they're going to Scotland for the little trip, and I ended up figuring it out. But I was like, confused about the castle situation over there, because I'm guessing because she said, "Well, I have a castle, or we have a castle," and like we invest in castles or something like that. And I'm like, is this a hotel? But it turns out it is like a hotel, but I think you get like a different experience. Or maybe it's just a castle and you just having a hotel experience at a castle. Maybe that's what it is. And I might be like overthinking it. Um, so she just invests in hotels or castles. I don't know. What's funny was Panthea was like, Panthea kept talking about how Juliet says she's like off camera and on camera. Juliet has said that she owns castles and this is her castle and she's the queen of the castle. And Panthea's like, girl, sometimes you don't have to be funny, just a little sometimes. Like 2% of the time. The other 98% of the time, Panthea got to go sit down somewhere. But Panthea was hilarious. And you know what? I totally see that because the way Juliet was spearheading the activities and like the first person walking in and the first person walking out, like she definitely came off like she owns this shit. But it's like, uh, Juliet, go sit down somewhere. They get on this small ass plane. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all keep getting on these small ass planes. Maybe it's safer over there. But in America, those small planes, they go down frequently. And I'm just like, I can't, there's no way I'm going to be in that small ass plane. So they're in the plane. And before that, wait. Before they go, we see Amanda and Dorinda Medley from Real Housewives of New York City, or former, she don't there anymore. They go to have lunch, and this whole scene kind of seemed a little staged because Dorinda was saying buzzwords. What did Dorinda say? Dorinda was saying some buzzwords. Oh, white witch. Dorinda was like, they call me the white witch, and I'm like, who calls you? I've never heard anybody call Dorinda a white witch. I've never. Where did that come from? Here grows. Why is this lady's photo? Okay, because this is the real. Okay, I'm not even. The comments are hilarious. Y'all are bots. Anyways, so I've never heard Julia. Wait, Amanda. I've never heard anybody call Dorinda a white witch. Like, get out of here. Um, and then Amanda was like, they say I have street smarts, and I don't find that really nice to say. And I was like, well, in America, that's really nice to say. Or sometimes they would use that against somebody in America, which I don't think is a bad thing to have street smarts. Definitely not. And I feel like Dorinda, yeah, Dorinda has street smarts. The way she be cussing the ladies out, the way she be getting drunk, she definitely has. The way she had to deal with John, she definitely has street smarts. Hello, Amanda kept flipping her hair back and forth, and I was so over it. Juliet, we ended up finding out Juliet and Dorinda were former friends, and they possibly got some beef almost going because Dorinda was saying, if you, I guess Juliet was talking about her behind her back, and Dorinda said, yeah, you got to cut that shit out because you're going to get popped. Because, we all know how Dorinda Medley rolls. Okay? Clip it and don't put no alcohol in the system because it's going down. But anyways, I did feel like that scene was very. I don't like. Maybe they're friends. Maybe they're not friends for real. But it definitely seemed, or maybe they're okay. Maybe they're friends. But it just seemed so strategic, and sometimes the London show it just gives a little bad acting sometimes. So on the plane, um, Amanda on the plane, Juliet. I forgot what she talked about. She brought something up with Amanda. And she was like, oh, well, it turns out Amanda has Juliet's former Amanda has Juliet's former caviar dealer, or she uses her caviar dealer, but she was like she was saying she gets the family and friend discount or something like that. I don't know what that meant, but you know what was hilarious? Side note: on the Today Show, Tony Braxton was talking to Jenna Bush and some other lady. I don't know who she was, but that lady was so dramatic and so shocked at the things Tony Braxton was saying. Tony was saying she eats caviar and vanilla ice cream, and that lady almost had a stroke. I was just like, girl, calm down. Act like you never heard people talk before. But, anyways, so Amanda still gets the family and friend discount from the, I was going to say Coke dealer, the caviar dealer. And so Juliet, like, warmingly tries to. She still, I still don't understand Juliet's angle because you come on the show with an issue and you're ready to spread that issue out on the show, but yet you act like you want to be friends with her again or friends with her still. And so I'm just like, why would you want to be re-friends with this lady again after she has allegedly done you so wrong? And then in the present moment, she's quote unquote saying all these nasty things about you and these rumors and these fake things about you. I just don't get it. So anyway, she's just like chumming up to Amanda and saying like, "Oh, since you still get the family and friend discount on the caviar, are we still friends? No, are we still family?" And Amanda's like, we could be friends. So they kind of like have a little cute moment. Cheers, cheers, whatever, whatever. They move on. They kind of, have a clearer time ahead. Oh, and before they go to Scotland, Panthea goes to a sound bath because she's like, I don't want to keep paying these people from I don't these people and their it didn't make any sense. Because she's like, these people, they charge you for whatever, for the menopause healing or correction or whatever. But then you go to a sound bath, which she didn't even, she's not present. She's not present. She's not understanding. She is just like on her own accord. And it's her way or no way. That's how I feel with Panthea. And the sound bath, I was just like, a sound bath. Do we really need to watch this? Um, Juliet pumps attitude. She owns. Oh, okay. Oh, her pompous attitude. That's funny. Amanda checks Panthea about the dumb blonde comment. So, oh, they do these. They went and had like a little fun. What were they doing? Oh, like little games. I think they played tug of war and stuff. And Panthea, we're having fun. It's all going great. And then Panthea, boom, she says something nasty about Amanda. And Amanda is like, where is that coming from? And it's really weird. They're all having fun. And then Panthea just starts blurring out random nasty shit. Like, I think she said, you're beautiful. Just stay beautiful. You don't need to worry about playing these games or something like that. So they go to dinner, and Amanda was just like sick of it because I think she said something else at the table, and Amanda was like, or maybe it was like the beginning of the dinner, and Amanda was just trying to set some boundaries, and Amanda said she checks Panthea about the dumb blonde comment because she did call her a dumb blonde. And that was so ridiculous. And you know what? I kind of feel like Panthea plays confused and she plays the victim. And everyone looks like stunned at like them two going back at it. And I kind of feel like Panthea I forget Panthea. I always keep forgetting that Panthea is a full time mom. Panthea doesn't have a actual 9 to 5 or a business to attend besides kids, and it's really not like anybody on the show is what would that be calling mom shaming her for not having a job or whatever. Which who cares? It really doesn't matter. But it's like when you bring up certain stuff, you can kind of look inside your book and see what's really the matter with her or what could be the matter. And I feel like most of the women on the show are jealous of um, Amanda. They might even want to call her a little slutty, especially. I don't really know what like the real deal is. Maybe when I'm done with this, I'll go look and see what the real deal is with Amanda, because it's like borderline slut shaming, borderline. She has a child, so I don't really know. I don't really get it. Maybe they're just jealous that she has a lot more freedom than they do. To call her like the most beautiful woman on the show is not true. I mean, the homegirl, what, is like 50, 60. So I don't really understand. I don't. I mean, and I'm not trying to like shame her myself, but I'm just like, she doesn't have the stereotypical youthful side about her. She looks like a 56-year-old woman, white woman. Like I don't know what what more what is there to be jealous about, but I think oh, I think Amanda had told her to get a job, Panthea to get a job, and she was like, I'm a mother of 4 kids and it's the best job in the world and blah 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 blah, and it's just like, why does she keep coming after? And then again in episode 8, you kind of feel like I kind of felt like because they made this flashback and she was like talking to Panthea. Panthea was talking to Amanda, and Amanda was just like, she was saying like, this isn't the real you. You're not being the real you, and it's just like I don't know what Amanda has been portraying or has been portrayed as, but I feel like whatever that is and the rumors and stuff, Panthea and maybe some of the other women are believing the rumors and believing the stories and not what is actually in front of them. And it's so weird because they don't have any, like, they're not showing any other actual rumors or like factual stuff besides, your legs are long and they're the whitest in London. Like that's so nasty to say to somebody. And it's just like she thinks I still haven't figured Panthea out because she thinks it's okay just to bring up these random ass rumors and say it to her face. And she'll sit there and like smile with that grin. She'll sit there and grin in her face about it. I don't know. Panthea plays confused, like, what are you talking about? And I think in the moment, you got to tell Panthea to shut the fuck up. Or what the fuck was that about? Because now you've waited all day and she's just like, oh, we're having a great time. But no, 2 hours ago, you were making a dig. Get a job. Yeah, get a job, Panthea. And then Juliet chimes in, and I don't know. I can't remember what Juliet was saying, but I know I wrote Juliet chimed in because Juliet was chiming in. She was like, "I'm here to defend my friend because nobody had defended me or something like that." And then Juliet and Amanda go back at it, and Juliet's like, "You were broke in a flat, waiting for your settlement," and I forget what else she said. And then Amanda was like, you're a criminal and you're a bad mom and you're a bad person. Now, I understood what Amanda was saying to Juliet, because Juliet and Panthea just start saying rumors out of nowhere. And so Amanda was like, "Well, you're a bad mom and you're a criminal." Oh, she said, "You're a criminal." And Juliet was like, "A criminal? How can you say that about me? There's nothing criminal about me." Juliet, by the way, has the worst defense ever. Like, she does not defend herself well. She just sits there and just talks. And it's like, you're not saying anything. But Amanda was saying you're a criminal because she's saying anybody, because you guys keep projecting, you guys keep telling me all these rumors and saying, oh, I've heard this and heard that. Well, I can say the same thing about you, even if it's not, even if it's real or not. I can say the same thing about you. And I felt like she was just saying stuff just to prove her point, but they weren't getting it. They were not getting it. And so, Julie, this Juliet, she was getting up and like, I'm gonna leave, and it's like, no, you're the host. And the thing is, going into episode 8, the thing is, you see your friend from Ladies of London. You see her start shit with Amanda. But because you don't like Amanda, or because you want to keep her on the show, or because you're allegedly her friend, or because you're her friend and you're trying to be loyal, you're gonna awkward, because they're so awkward when she does it. You're gonna awkwardly act like you didn't hear your friend start the shit first. And that's the most annoying stuff. For her to be this entertainer, this singer, this whole entertainment woman, you're a bad actress. You need to go back to the acting school 101. Because it's not coming off authentic. It's not coming off real. It's coming off so weird. These two are the weirdest people on this show. Thank God for Karen. And you know what? I finally found out what her name was this episode. Nessa. Nessie? Nessa. Nessie. So in episode 8, they're talking. Juliet is like, I'm gonna leave the table, and it's like, no, you're the fucking host. Get this shit together. You want to run the show? Run the show. She gets up and leaves, and she goes talk to like the butler or somebody, because the castle, the hotel, there's more than one people. She's like, there's other guests in the hotel, and we're being really loud and yada yada yada. So I'm gonna leave, and it's like, no, you need to get it together. And so Juliet walks off too, and she's playing the victim. Like, I don't know why she keeps saying these things, but it's not like my whole thing. The whole thing is Amanda is not starting with Juliet. Juliet is starting with Amanda, and Amanda is defending herself. Amanda is clapping back. I don't know what kind of culture they got over there, but Amanda has been in America a little bit too long, I guess, because she forgot that over there in London, you just supposed to sit there and let them talk shit about you to your face. Juliet, like I said, gets embarrassed and walks away. And she's like, girls, we got to calm it down. And then you can definitely, can't, then Karen and Panthea, they're like trying to talk to Amanda, and they're like trying to get her to see it to see the situation in a different perspective. And I understood what they were saying. I don't remember what they were saying, but I understood what they were saying, and I understood what Amanda was just over it. Amanda's a trooper, honestly, in this whole show, because I know she did not sign up for this. Um, you're a bad mom. Oh, I guess Juliet was mad because she said you're a bad mom. Uh, you come in at 6 a.m. and you're drunk. That was hilarious. Also, the other thing that's like showing the cracks, Amanda and Amanda trying to Amanda's initial reaction was like, "We're not really friends, or we're not good friends, or you were just a using friend." But I feel like they were more than just friends. I mean, more than they were friends, and I think it was like a meaningful relationship at some point because she ends up talking about her dad, and she was like, "Oh, well, you never talked about your dad," but there was like these little things. These little things that I feel like Amanda hasn't necessarily said. Also, Amanda, you're gonna have to answer for those voicemails that you sent her because I know that wasn't AI. Yeah. Oh, Amanda's over it, and she talks about whatever Pathion was saying. Amanda was over it, and I completely I agree because y'all aren't trying to hear me. Oh, they end up sitting back down and they're talking, and so everybody since I think everybody sat back down, and they were like, Pathia, what's her name? Pathia. I keep wanting to call her Pathion. Pathia was like, uh, this is something Amanda show anymore. You need to sit down and listen to other people talk or something like that. And Amanda was just over it. And so Amanda was just like, uh, I heard you be swinging over there in your castle. And she's like, a swinger? I'm not a swinger. And I think she was like, made that up. Again, to like say, anybody can say shit. But when it comes up to you, and then Pathia storms out. I'm not going to listen to this shit from you, making up lies, pointing her finger in the face, pointing her finger in the camera, and she walks off. So I'm just like, bye. She's like, bye, I'll see y'all in the morning. And again, Amanda's just like, I can't. Oh. That's what happened. Pathia was like, we need to see you with no makeup and no wig. Uh, I think she called her a bitch too. And that's when uh, Amanda was like, you're a swinger. Because she was just like, you're so beautiful, or I'm so beautiful, it's all about me. And then she was like, it's not all about you. We need to see you without a wig. Or she didn't say a wig, but she said, no makeup and with your hair tied back, yada, yada, yada. Just a mess. Panthea she's just a mess. And ever since she laid off of Juliet, she been all on Amanda. Sick of this. So the next morning, I really don't know what happened because I was cooking and eating. But the next morning, the little bit that I did garner, Nessa and Amanda, they're sitting there having a chat early in the morning, and uh, Amanda was just like going back at it in her mind, or just going over what happened the night before, and she's like, I can't defend myself without you guys thinking I'm going so low. But it's just like, I'm not going low on purpose. I'm going low to shut that lady up. Because you want to come on this show and ruin my reputation. Well, what about your reputation? Which I totally understand. That's how that's how these shows go. I don't know why they're acting so new to this. Maybe they are new to this. And Nessa is just like sitting there. Nessa really was making Amanda seem like the aggressor in the situation always. And that is not the case. Nessa, she got on my nerves. Because she was like, what am I supposed to do? Pick a side? And Amanda's like, yeah, nigga, oh, yeah, you need to pick a side. That's what I figured out what her name was. Because she's like, Nessa, do I as Nessa need to pick a side? It's like, yeah, you need to pick a side. Karen has Low key, Karen has, and it's right here. Uh, Juliet told you already earlier last episode. This is her side. You need to pick one too, and stop letting her bully her. It's pretty much bullying at this point. Made me mad. So then Juliet walks in. I don't. This whole scene was a little funny because it was just like each girl would walk in, Karen walk in, they all hug and kiss each other. I'm just like, it's like 8 in the morning. Is all this kissing and hugging necessary? Like y'all just said, uh, y'all been with each other for 2 days now. Like I don't understand what you need to greet everybody for. Juliet walks in, hug, kiss. Panthea walks in. Oh no, wait. Yeah, Panthea walks in. They all hugging and kissing. They're eating, and so I don't think they talked about. Yeah, they didn't talk about it so much as everybody walked in. But when Juliet walked in, Amanda said, "I gotta go. I'll see y'all in a couple hours." And the crazy thing is, Amanda did not bring up Juliet when every all these other ladies walked in. And when they were talking, they were just like, "Oh, you look so beautiful." And Karen walks in. And I'm just like, I don't know why this whole Scotland trip didn't turn into like, let's do something for Karen. Let's, celebrate Karen. Let's celebrate her family. Let's, make something in honor of Karen. Like, it was just like, fuck Karen. That's what it sounded like. But, anyways, Juliet walks in. She leaves. And Juliet is the only person that was the only one that talked about the night before. Juliet was like, she's a terrorist. Can't you see what happened? And immediately, all the other ladies was just like, I can't. Karen was like, she put her fork down and started rolling her eyes. She said, no, 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 not here. You're not. You're not doing it right here. Juliet got on my nerves. She was just like, Nessa was like, oh Lord. Everybody was just like sick of it. Like, go sit down somewhere with all that shit. Go sit down. Juliet called her a terrorist. Didn't you see the way she was acting last night? And they were just like, girl, shut up. And then here we go, another the awkward moment. Juliet's like, well, all three of you were going at each other, And Juliet was like, what you mean all three of us? Exactly. What you mean all three of them? It was two against one. Ain't no all three. There you go again, trying to play Switzerland. No, there you go again, appeasing your friend by not specifically saying you acted a mess last night towards Amanda. You need to stop or you need to bring it down. And they always act like whatever Amanda is saying is the worst thing ever. Well, what do you expect? And that's what Amanda said when she had at the doggy food, at the doggy place, episode 6. That's what Amanda said to Juliet. Well, I think she kind of said it. I said it for her. You never seen the side of me. You want me to go low? I'm gonna go. You go low. I'm gonna go lower. And I don't even think Juliet was really saying it. Amanda was really saying anything career breaking, reputation shaking. She wasn't saying anything that crazy about Juliet. Just get on my nerves now. I think somebody brought up the reputation. I was just like, fuck that reputation shit. Then they go to the like this eagle thing. That eagle thing was crazy. I was like, what the hell? And so I think Juliet had the eagle in her on her arm, and she motioned it for it to go do whatever it was gonna do, or maybe it came back and it got tangled up in a little bit of scuffled Amanda's hair, and all the girls were like, "Oh hell no, we gotta go." Amanda was first. She's like, "Oh hell no, let me get out of here. Where's my purse? Where's my jacket? I gotta go." So Amanda, and I don't blame her because that thing was that thing is huge, and I'm like, I've only seen that big eagle thing in Harry Potter. I'm like, oh, that wasn't movie effects. Those things are actually that huge, and not in Harry Potter. This whole thing was just like the big promotion for Juliet's investment in her castle. She said the prices are high and the business is low. Let me get on TV and try to up the business because it was Scottish pipe bags and fancy dinners and the whole eagle course, whatever was going on. I was just like, okay, I'm over it. Everybody was over it. Amanda too. Amanda was like, "Girl, another pipe bagging. Can we go on somewhere? No, not pipe bagging. What is it called? Bagpipe." So Amanda's sitting over there trying to gather herself after the eagle almost ripped her wig off. And here come Pathia. She comes over there. Let me go talk to her. I don't know if they cut the audio out or if they cut the scene out, but Amanda was just like having an authentic like talk with her or like an authentic greeting. She was like, "Oh my gosh, that thing almost like scuffled my wig off." And Pantheon was like, "Anyways," and I was like, "Anyways." See, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if the editing was off or whatever, but I didn't like the way she came into over there to talk to Amanda because she's like, "Let me go and cut." Try to smooth things over. And so Amanda, she sits down with Amanda, and she has that stupid ass grin on her face still. I don't know what that's about. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what is she? Where is she coming from? What is the purpose of this grin and the acting and the rumors and I don't get it. But anyway, she sits down and she talks to Amanda. And honestly, I made a face like, why is she going over there talking to her? Don't come over here with none of that shit. Because I'm like, Amanda is much more gracious and much more nice to me. Like she probably really wants to get along with these ladies, and she really, doesn't really really deeply care about what's really going on. That's what it kind of feels like. And so, like she's just like nicely taking things, classily, graciously taking things, and graciously dealing with these ladies, especially her. And so Amanda, they're talking, and somehow finances gets popped up again. Oh. Amanda's like, you know what? Let me tell you who I am. Because I forgot how the conversation really went. Amanda's like, I was a model, and I think she said in the '90s, and I think Pathia said something about '87. I'm like, there she go again with them digs. She's like, I was a model. I was married. I helped my husband build this $1 million company. We got divorced. And now I got my own makeup line, my own makeup company. That's where I'm at. I'm a boss. I get money. I'm richer than you. And I'm happy. So what's the deal? And so they end up, I don't know if she actually apologized, but they end up smoothing things out. And so then they go to like a little lunch, and her ass, she just annoys me. I really was rooting for her at the beginning because I was like, that dinner story is so whack. She's taking it so nice. She's so beautiful. Her accent is so bubbly and bounces off the ears. But then she goes and they have this little lunch, and Amanda, I mean not Amanda, Juliet's like, can we get a truce with you guys? Can Juliet and Amanda not go low blows, do the low blows at dinner? I think it's their last dinner or something like that. And I'm like, girl, why would you even say that? Because the way she says it is like, again, it comes off, I guess, is it passively aggressive that Amanda or nonchalant or whatever, that Amanda is the one who started the shit. And I kind of feel like she was saying, Amanda. It, that's what it felt like. It always felt like she was directing the issues with Amanda. Like Amanda was the one who started it. And I think Amanda did say that I'm not the one who starts the. Oh no, 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 no. When she was crying uh, at that dinner after she told her she was a bad mom, and she comes in at 6 a.m. drunk and she's an alcoholic. When she was crying, she was like making it seem like, oh, I didn't do anything to deserve this. I have a reputation to uphold or whatever, and I didn't do anything to deserve this. She's always coming at me, but it's like, no, I'm not even gonna keep going because it's so redundant. They end up saying, yeah, we can get along, and Amanda's like, I can always get along. Like I don't have an issue. I don't want to keep arguing. I didn't want to argue in the first place. That's what it's really it came to. Amanda said, I didn't come in here for this. I came to show my makeup line, show my house, and tell the people, tell the world I'm doing all right. Y'all other women had agendas, not me, and I respect it. So Amanda and Julia, they kind of make up or whatever, and then they go to this lunch. I think it's like the last dinner with the bagpipes and such and such. And Amanda, like I said, kind of Amanda bringing up Juliet's father because Juliet's father died. I think right, yeah, her father died. I think like a couple of months at the time, a couple of months ago at that time. And Amanda's like, well, you never talked about your dad, but I'm so sorry to hear about, his passing. And she's like, oh, and then in the confessional, Amanda's like, I mean Juliet makes another dig. This is the first time in 3 weeks that Amanda has acted like a real human being. And it's like, you know what? No wonder she cussed you out in the next episode. No wonder she cussed you out in the next episode. I haven't watched it, but it did go viral. Something about uh you're in my neighborhood, get out of my neighborhood. Oh my god. You know what, Karen cracked me up when Amanda was like, Pathia, you're a swinger. And then Amanda, Karen was like, is that the reason why she is that the reason why she wanted to meet my husband so bad? Cause she a swinger. I was like, yeah, I was done. But Karen, and they got Karen at the end of the couch on the at the reunion. Like, what the hell is that about? Whatever. I don't know how you gonna have somebody that came in halfway through the season be a first chair. Now, usually I don't really care about these first chairs things, but you can't give the first chair to somebody who just came in. halfway through the season. Whatever. This is the Dare Show podcast. Leave a comment below. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate it. The reason why I'm not talking, well, the reason I'm sorry, the reason why I am talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, A, because it's really good, and B, because I've like none of the people that I watch that give reviews that no, I haven't found. Well, I haven't found any reviews on it, and I wanted to talk about it, and I'm like, I'll talk about it. Um, and it's a really good show. Like I said, it's really funny. Some of these people are annoying, been annoying. Star, pick a side. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. This is the Dare Show podcast. Leave a comment below. I really can't wait to watch the reunion. I think we have episode 9 and 10, and then the reunion. I think the reunion, the second part, comes on tomorrow, and we'll see what goes on. You know what was weird? I saw comments about Amanda, and I don't know if they were like, maybe the culture, not even maybe. I'm guessing 100% that the culture in the UK is way different, and they probably don't understand the formula of an American Housewife show. Because I saw a comment saying like, "Why is Amanda is still going low or whatever?" And she doesn't need to be doing that. uh oh, something like Amanda's still going low at the reunion. She's not going to be able to come back for a second season. I'm just like, well, what the hell did she say that was so bad at the reunion?